Hey guys, it's Fiona from Eventide Reads, and today I thought I would bring you a slightly different video from usual. So normally my videos are book related or anime and manga related. Today I'm going to talk about one of my favourite cartoons, and that is Avatar: The Last Airbender. If you're not familiar with Avatar, not the film with the blue people, this is not that. This is The Legend of Aang, or The Last Airbender, and not the live action film either, because that was also terrible. Talking about the original Nickelodeon show, this aired quite some time ago. I don't remember which year it started. It's always been one of my favourite cartoons, and I know a couple of my uni friends really enjoyed it, especially Morgan, who's a little bit obsessed. More than a little bit obsessed, a lot obsessed. So today I thought I would talk about 5 reasons why I love Avatar: The Last Airbender. So number 1, first things first, the world. The world is incredible. It is unlike anything else I have come across in a cartoon or an anime manga. It is totally solid. There is no flaws in the world building or anything, and it's so interestingly done. And the way the world is sort of put together is tied into my second point, which is the abilities the characters have. So in this world you can be a bender of the elements, basically. So you can be an airbender, a firebender, earthbender, or a waterbender. Our main character in this is an airbender, but I'll get on to a little bit more about him in a minute. And he is the last of his kind in the world. So again, you're starting off with why is there an imbalance in the abilities these characters have? Why is he the last one in this world? And it's just really, really well done. The abilities are so just really interesting, because you might have 2 firebenders, but they can do different things. They're not all the same. And it's really well crafted in that you can make these little tweaks to these bending techniques. Ooh, I'm rhyming. And I'm losing my voice. Suddenly you've got something that a character can do completely differently. And it's really, really clever. It's really, really clever. So as I mentioned, there was a character who is the last airbender, and that is Aang, who this show features around. He is the Avatar. He has been missing for hundreds of years, and he gets found at the very, very beginning of our story by a brother and sister. One of them is a waterbender, one of them is just hilarious, and I love him very much. He's so funny. And it's just, they form this wonderful partnership, the 3 of them, for this adventure that they're going to undertake. And the storyline is cleverly woven. It is so very, very cleverly woven that they have to face all kinds of obstacles, and the way that they have to train their abilities, and it's just so well crafted. One of my favourite characters that they meet along the way is a girl called Toph. She is an earthbender, but she is also blind, and that is what I love about her. Is she is in a mainstream cartoon. She becomes one of the sort of main cast, and she is blind, completely and utterly blind, but because she is an earthbender, she has taught herself how to use her abilities to be able to see in a completely different way, like we would with sound, and using sort of air vibrations and things like that. It's a similar sort of idea, but then reinterpreted to work with abilities, and she is just a fantastic character because of it. She shows no fear, because she's never been able to see fear. She doesn't know what fear is, and she's just incredibly strong, and I think she's awesome. She's one of my favourite characters. She's so badass. I love it. And my last point, 5th point, is that the story is epic. It is a long series, but it never wavers for a moment. There's never a time when you're like, I'm kind of bored of this, maybe I'll come back in a few weeks' time and just skip a couple of episodes. No. I watched this years ago when it was first on TV. And last year, I think it was, I sat down with my other half and watched it with him because he'd never seen it. Literally in a week, we blitzed through the whole thing because he was enjoying it so, so much. And it's not something he would normally watch either. He's not a huge fan of anime or cartoons. He was when he was growing up, but he didn't think he'd like this. But that's because it's also got this brilliant humor element to it, which really appealed to him. The story has so many different ways of catching people's attention, and it's just so well done. And I just thought I wanted to share that with you because I kind of miss it and I'm thinking about rewatching it. But at the same time, those of you who do know the story, there is Korra, which is a sequel set in the future. And I watched the first season and I haven't watched anything since. I'm very behind. So maybe I should bulk watch Korra instead. Let me know what you think. Have you watched The Last Airbender? Have you watched Korra? Should I carry on watching Korra? I know what Morgan's response will be, but anyone else's response, should I carry on watching Korra? If you don't mind me trying something a little bit different, I just want to branch out and share my passions with you. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoy this video and I will see you all in my next video.